who's been shot 3 times in the past few years. He, as well as that, I mean, I said that the water's filthy, the food's nowhere near up to scratch. The only doctors he sees are these kind of military doctors. He's not able to see personal physicians or anything like that. And then also, yeah, what I said about daylight. I mean, he's inside a cell for 23 hours. I think he gets max an hour, if that. I think he was getting around 20 minutes recently. So the conditions are awful. They're not bad. They're awful. It's
yeah, it's been described as a death cell, the cell that he's in, because I think inmates who have been put on death row have been put in these small cells before with barely any light. Sometimes the electricity's been cut off. Yeah, dirty water, as Kasim was saying, and just completely substandard conditions that don't meet international law for any sort of prisoner.
So what went through your minds when you saw the images of him that were circulating on social media that perhaps he'd died or he'd been killed? There were all sorts of rumours swirling because, of course, there was no family contact, even though every Tuesday family members, based on the court, are supposed to see him and make contact with him, and they hadn't for several weeks.
Yeah, incredibly stressful, obviously. Yeah, I went straight onto kind of my family group chat because that's the only reliable source that we have on the ground in Pakistan. But even they couldn't really answer us because they tried to reassure us by saying I'm sure they won't touch him, but they couldn't confirm anything because no one was allowed to see him for the whole month of November. So it was only a couple of weeks ago that one of my aunts was allowed to go and see him, and then since then it's been this almost official isolation that's been announced. So.
And I mean, for us, it's like, I always say, like, we kind of compartmentalise quite effectively because you have to do that if you can't constantly think that your father's in a solitary confinement cell getting tortured. But I remember it's just you go on Twitter and suddenly you see just Imran Khan dead, his body being transferred to this. It's obviously very jarring and obviously pulls you out of whatever you're trying to do in your normal life, especially how helpless we are over here, not able to do much at all. So it's not ideal.